Wrote Viva wife, write to those who did not vote for her husband because he does not speak Yoruba. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. This is going to be interesting. Ife Anebo wrote Viva, the wife of Lagos State Labour State Party governorship candidate Gbadebo'S Viva has written to those people who did not vote for her husband because he does not speak Yoruba. Before the 2023 governorship election that was held on 18th of March, the Lagos State Labour Party governorship candidate Gbadebo'S Viva received backlash on social media for not being able to speak Yoruba fluently. After which the election was conducted and the All Progressive Congress candidate Babajide Sanwo-Olu won the election. Today, Ife Anebo has written to those who did not vote for her husband Gbadebo'S Viva because he does not speak Yoruba. In her tweet on Twitter, she said, "This is for the Nigerian bigots who said I cannot vote for a man because he doesn't speak their language. I hope you maintain the same energy by receiving medical care only from doctors or surgeons who speak your language, home and abroad. You better be consistent with this madness." That stared people in the face during this election. Some lost their lives. Bigots responsible did not withhold their prejudice. Elections have consequences. Once bigots set a precedent, they have no control over how people react, which means it may be difficult to draw a line. If you struggle to comprehend my tweet, please consider sitting for the IELTS exams. It will really help. This for the Nigerian bigots who say they cannot vote a man because he doesn't speak their language. I hope you maintain the same energy by receiving medical care only from doctors who speak your language, home and abroad. You better be consistent with this madness. What are your thoughts on this? Well. My dear, the way you come about this thing, I understand that you are pained, but sincerely, just like you said, you cannot have control over people's reactions. I sat down with a group of people, and the person told me that ever since the election happened, the person was communicating with me over the phone that ever since this election happened, that things have not been the same. I asked him why. He said his friends in Lagos said he now views people differently. People who he wants, who they thought that they were friends for over decades. Anything that has to do with, these people that he's no longer comfortable with, he's not as free as before. And I told him to tell his friend that, what are you going to do? Are you going to throw away 20 years of friendship? I told the person that the person said yes. He told me that the person said yes, that he is willing to give. And I'm saying, I hope you are not going to be throwing away those who did not come outside to support this madness. You understand? Those who they did not come outside to support the madness that happened in both River State and Lagos. Those where we say, they say their people, there are people, actually Southwesterners, who told their people that they are wrong. Who told their people that this thing when they do not make, this is not making sense. Somebody has been your neighbor for years. In fact, you have enjoyed each other company. They sit down and talk gist. And just because somebody somewhere used propaganda, all of a sudden, you became the person's enemy. It doesn't make sense. I told the person that you have to try. We learn every day. This particular one is also going to be a learning point for very many of us. I'm telling you, whether you like it or the people who lost business partners. I've said it before. I keep saying that during the election, even before we got to this point, I kept saying, do not allow your emotions to take the bigger part of you. Keep your emotions in. I kept saying it over and over because I knew that this is what is going to amount to. I knew that this is the kind of problem that we're going to be facing soonest. I knew it. People came outside to do things because of the spur of emotion. You just hear, say, these people say, then say. It is not even that you even heard from them. Then say, Lagos na no man land. For that reason, your head turned to the tongue. You forget that you and these people have been very good friends. You have business partners. We have friendships that have been built that money cannot buy. And then you lost all that just in the moments of them say. Did you hear it from their mouth? No. Did you hear it from their mouth? No. So she is also coming out. This is her reacting to it. I wonder what some people go tell her, oh, because I know that the opposition will also not take this lightly. If you girl, you are just an insignificant element in Yoruba land, take your husband to your state to contest for governorship seat and let us see results. Go and become first lady in your state. Yoruba land is not for strangers. Okay, you could have been a big setback for Lagos if this type of view takes over Laosa. Lagos would have allowed Biafra war to win in Nigeria. People are still with that kind of sentiment, and that is why, to me, I feel we just fought the civil war again. To me, that is what it feels like. We are having now to start preaching the togetherness from the scratch, because this time people who did not experience the civil war, they're like, what just happened? People who were peaceful before, they no follow. There were a lot of people who were caught up in this scenario and they were not part of this madness. We now have to start preaching forgiveness again from the scratch. You don't make everybody settle down. We were almost getting to a point where people would align and be together. NSAS showed us that we can actually be together. But you see, that togetherness is now being tampered with. They don't see, I'm saying, they allow these people to stay together. Yawa go gas. So they had to play the religious card and the tribal card. And really, you guys played it into their hands. You did. This thing is going to stick for a very long time. This feeling, I wonder how and where people will start letting go. I wonder. Though I supported her husband to win, but disappointed with her tweets. Like I said, the way she said this thing, this tweet is uncalled for. She would have tried to maintain a stoic silence, which is golden. I'm telling you, sincerely, but I know she's pained. I know emotions you cannot control people's reaction, but these are tweets. Maybe I'm saying, even if she wanted to, it would have been a thing of, it's been a thing of you not standing, as in, you're not coming out to attack anybody. But to me, this is an attack on those who do not vote her husbands. You understand? This is an attack on them. It is not a way. You don't win a fight like this. I've told people, violence can never, ever win a fight. Violent speaking or violent action. Violent words or violent action will never be, it can never solve any problem. She spoke, anyway, she's still very young. I have many things to learn. She spoke as though there is no tomorrow. Nigerian politics is a game for people who are matured emotionally. She allowed the emotion take the better of her. Truth is the truth and cannot be contrary, but she should be forgiven for speaking immaturely. Like I said, though, people may I come and say, tweet, she for do in such a way, be say, be kind of this peace-loving person. You understand? Show it, give them scenarios. Just that this thing that she said would have been a scenario. What if you go into a hospital and the person waited there, you are Yoruba, and the person waited there is actually an Igbo, and they said it's the best surgeon? Will you now say because you are an Igbo? Show that as a scenario rather than saying, it should be like this, like that. Well, I just hope that she learns. But whatever be the case, people are not to be blamed for their reaction. This thing trigger a lot of things. A lot of things that we say, the ripple effect is still coming. I told you people. Alright, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.